What's good in the neighborhood?
But y'all want to share to y'all platforms? You're trying to share to y'all platforms?
I mean, I swear I'm dope on 2K. All right. All right. I'm gonna stop gloating. Anybody want to see me in 2K? Holler at me.
Am I sitting here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good? What's good?
What it do?
What it do? What it don't do?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Hey, before I say anything, man, fuck all that shit. Bow gang, you know what I'm saying? Fuck what anybody else say is bow gang over everything. Yeah, that's it. That's about it.
What? Oh, let me just downstairs.
Damn, it looked like we almost lost you.
Nah, I had to wake up.
It looked like a close. It looked like that was a close call.
If I gotta sit next to her, it's not
Man, we almost lost him on the live, y'all. That would have got us to World Star though.
It's free.
Did y'all see that live? The nigga was smoking his past.
No, we need to charge it.
So what's going on in the world today, people?
I'm gonna need our house to be ready with.
What's good, Bin Laden?
Yeah.
Anyways, what is going on in the world today?
Bunch of bullshit.
Well, I've been in Facebook jail, so couldn't really make any
Hey, how
comments
long
or
did they
make
give
any
you?
posts.
How
So
long they give you? How long they give you?
Shit, when was the Deontay Wilder fight? They gave me till they gave me, what was it, Saturday? I'm just getting out today.
Bullshit. Thursday, Monday. That's bullshit.
I did it. I did it. I did it.
My sentence is always heavy.
They caught me trying to go live showing everybody the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, so they clipped me.
What? For that?
Yep.
That's fucked up. Cause I
What
was
did y'all
looking
think
for
of that
somebody
fight?
who was. I was looking for somebody who was gonna scream it. I ain't even watch it. I seen soon as it happened, everybody started making memes, clowning Wilder.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even know why they clowning Wilder, because that fight was like, I ain't even gonna lie. That's one of the best fights I've seen in a minute, like in a long ass time. Like
But he
it was.
lost.
I mean, of course, a nigga's gonna lose at the end of the day. Not both of them gonna win, but
He was supposed to win.
he was. He was supposed to win, and I thought he was gonna win. He was looking good at first, and then out of nowhere he got dropped. I'm like, ah shit. But then he dropped him. I'm like, all right, my nigga, let's get it. He just ain't got that he. I don't know what's up with his stamina, bro. It looked like he was tired in the third round. I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, he was getting knocked silly. I ain't even gonna cap. That nigga was getting knocked the fuck silly. That nigga threw a punch, missed. That nigga don't ever play with matches. Bam.
See, I ain't gonna knock nobody. I ain't in a fight game, but I'm gonna say this: if you in a fight game, you gotta be looking good at any all time. Like
Yeah.
no jinx on my nigga Javante Davis, but niggas need to take a motherfucking note out, book out a page out his.
Man.
I mean, this nigga was in a fire, suffered a few burns, and still came in the fight and beat the shit out of a nigga like he was never in a plane fire or plane.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild. I wanted Deontay Wilder to win. He was getting it. They even had Loaded Lux out in that motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit, battle rap is here? Oh shit. Then I'm like, okay. And then the nigga got knocked out in that. I'm like, god damn, he's got to retire. To me, he's got to retire. Damn,
I mean, might as well let the next nigga come up.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, he was undefeated up until that point, so he only got 2 losses on his record. He ain't really hurting, like, he ain't really just, I mean, I don't know. That was a good fight, though, I will say that.
It's gonna be like mine, I'm still rapping.
So, let's
me, myself, I will retire because you got 2 losses to the same nigga, and it's only 2 losses. You'll still make the Boxing Hall of Fame the next.
Yeah, like he'll still make it. Like he'll still make, and like, cause there ain't nobody left for him to fight. If you think about it, other than him, like ain't nobody left for him to fight. Would y'all want to see that fight happen again, or y'all over it too?
I mean, right now it's 2-1. Well, I say give a nigga another shot. Let it be a 4. I say the only way it could be a 4 is, first of all, bro, y'all will both have to go out, demolish your next opponent, look crisp, look like your ass been in the gym, and then when y'all come see each other again, y'all will have to both have been in the gym. I think Wilder's problem is
Tyson Fury up against Anthony Joshua. Let's see how that go down. Then you put Tyson up against fucking Ruiz, Andy Ruiz, and see how that shit happens. And I just think that, like, in order for, if he want to keep fighting, he got to have some tune-ups. Because I think before he fought Tyson Fury, he should have fought somebody else. He should have fought somebody else. Because he came right back in and fought this nigga. Like, you should have got your feet wet a little bit. Because, god damn. Like, but to me, I think that's one, like, in top 5 greatest boxing fights, that should be in top 5.
I mean, I see it here this week when they put it on the whatchamacallit, but I wasn't finna pay that fucking money to see it, and now I'm glad.
No, I got the fucking bootleg stream that go on to. I was sending. I'm surprised I ain't send it to you, cause I sent everybody a link to the bootleg. I'm like, yo, it's live. Here's where you watching it.
Yeah, send that to me, but. Yeah, because I was like, I refuse to pay $50 for that shit, let alone $100.
I'm not. It's not needed, but I watch all the free pay-per-views. I'm not paying for shit.
You know what I really was feeling? I was feeling like that shit was gonna end early. Like, I felt like it was gonna be some bullshit where Wilder go away like he do, and come to a fight already and looking mean. And he was gonna hit that nigga with like a 2-piece in the 3rd and drop Tyson Fury big ass.
And you wanna know what's crazy? They went 11 rounds in the fight until up to the like let me say, like, Deontay Wilder was only down 2 rounds. Like when the 11th round came, I'm like, okay, he can win this one and the next one. He'd have to like. It was a close ass fight, like, despite what people like. Him getting knocked silly, like, cause that nigga did get knocked silly, but it was all neck and neck up until the end. Like dead ass. It was. If you watch that fight, they probably got it on YouTube right now. But if you look at that fight, like throughout that fight, it was neck and neck until he was getting knocked silly. Cause everybody thought he was done, and that nigga just kept boom. He'll come out of nowhere, boom. I'm like, okay, but he just got knocked silly. Like that nigga, I think he got damaged now. Like, cause that punch, if you'd have seen how that punch was through, you'd have been like, God damn, yeah. No, the ref stopped it like, fuck it. Fuck it.
And
But
I
he
say,
got
fuck
back
that
up
ref,
hella
don't
quick.
stop it.
He
Let that
got back
nigga.
up hella quick. I hate when the ref stops the fight. I really do. I'm not a fan of the referee stopping the fight. If you can't get up, that's the only way you get. If you can't get back up, like I don't like when the ref stops it. And the last 2 times they fought, the ref had. Well, the first time they threw in the towel. This time the ref came in. I'm not a fan of that shit. If you can't get up, then you lost.
If you pop up quick, nigga, you ain't hurt to me.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like, cause he got right back up. I'm like, what? They calling it up. I'm like, God damn, I owe somebody $20.
Not $20.
Yeah, I was betting on Deontay Wilder. Like
But
that
that was
nigga had that nigga, and he showed me that he can still go for a title, but without beating Tyson Fury, ain't no title you can go for. Because everybody gonna try to put you in front of Tyson Fury. If you can't beat him, then shit, it's a wrap. But fuck that. Y'all want to see Tyson fight again?
man. People keep saying that shit,
Bro,
but
I want to see him fight again. I swear I do.
I mean, that's that fucking intro one time.
I don't know what y'all saw when y'all was watching him versus Roy Jones.
What up, what up, what up, what
I
up,
saw
what
a
up?
nigga that ain't missed a step.
All
man,
right,
he
Talk
beat the
Royalty.
shit out of Roy.
Like he.
All right,
hurt
Talk
this nigga.
Royalty. We here.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? We chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling. But
Oh my God.
was good. You just stopped us.
I'm waiting on her. She's the one with the topics.
Ain't that some
Ah,
shit?
well, shit, you could have
Anyway,
let us finish what we were talking about.
yeah, I want to see Tyson get back in the ring one more. But on some real shit, you know who I want to see Tyson up against?
Oh,
Like dead ass. I've been watching this shit. Like Evander Holyfield, no way, no way, Jose.
That's
I
okay.
think I on some real shit, and this a sale too. Put him up against Jake Paul. If y'all want to keep doing this bullshit, if they want to keep pulling off this bullshit, might as well put Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
bro, even in the exhibition, that's not going to be a good fight for Jake Paul. They're not going to.
The reason why I say this is because this nigga's been getting gassed up. And if you saw his last fight, I thought he lost it, but I thought it was some bullshit. So then, because I looked at that fight with him
Here's
and
the ticket.
Tyron
Here's the
Woodley.
ticket. They trying to make this dude a fighter. He's not a natural fighter or a boxer. If he gets in there with a Mike Tyson, he is going to go to fucking sleep. They would have to put a clause in it that Mike can't hit him in the face or something. Did you see how he beat the shit out of Roy Jones' body?
And
But
then he
if
gets
they put Logan Paul up against fucking Floyd Mayweather, and he kept it like Floyd was hitting this nigga, keeping him from falling. Like I said, like put him up because Logan Paul out of them two, the only nigga that went up against a real boxer, and it just happened to be one of the greatest boxers ever.
But it was still an exhibition. It was all bullshit. To me,
But
it would have been better. It would have been better if Floyd would have knocked the nigga out. Just like I know if Tyson get in there with somebody, he gonna knock him the fuck out. Even if in the end he like, oopsie, I didn't mean to hit him that hard. You know, I mean, you know, they said, you know, it was exhibition, but you know, I'm just so used to when I get in the ring, you know, I hit you, I hit you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like dead ass, like you put him up against that and let him feel a boxer's punch, like how Logan Paul had to when he got stunned hella hard by Floyd. Like you let him feel a boxer's punch, I guarantee you he won't be talking that much shit. Because I thought he lost his last fight. I swear to God, I thought he did.
I mean, you know, like I said, it's exhibition and they trying to make a new name boxer out of these white boys that ain't really boxing.
The exhibition. The last fight he did was an exhibition.
So they said it was. That shit was exhibition to me. Every time I see either one of them niggas in the ring with somebody, it's exhibition.
Bro, but I want to see. Don't y'all want to like on some real shit? This is just me. I want to see him go against a real fucking fighter because I hate when it's like when and I guess this is the best way I can explain it. When motherfucking Cassidy came back and he was talking about he fought that came back to battle rap. He talking about he 5,000-0 and shit. There's no fucking proof of these 5,000 niggas that you battled. Come outside where these real niggas is and let's see if you can go. I ain't had respect for Cassidy until he came out and beat Hitman Holla. Like, other than that, I'm like, yeah, I ain't got no respect for Jake Paul because he's going up against fucking retired basketball players and fucking farmers. And the only thing that was close to a fight was Tyron Woodley because he's one of the greatest fucking middleweights in UFC history. But still, like, you put him up against a real boxer. I'll even say this. What the fuck? Even you can even put him up against Triple G. Put him up against Triple G. And
I'll say this. I say this. I don't want to see no so-called promotion fighter fighting no old-ass niggas. You got to fight somebody current that's bringing that heat for your ass.
Because Canelo's not going to even give him the time of day. Canelo ain't going to give him the time. He's like, Smack, who is this nigga? Like, he ain't about to get this nigga the time of day.
No, you know what? I disagree with that. I feel like it's a lot of boxers that's still going out there that if they fought him would beat his ass.
Yeah, would beat his ass. Like, I don't think Canelo interested in that because
I ain't saying no top tier fighter. I just don't want no retire or over the heel fight.
All right, how about
this? That's too easy.
Because I'll make it even spicier right now. Did you see Holyfield's last fight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you
see
he
got his ass knocked the fuck out.
I heard he got knocked out. But like I said,
Now he was going up against a UFC champion. He was going up against a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, even though they both were similar, because one of them is 60, the other one is like 48. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that nigga still fucking punches. I can't remember what his name is. I make fun of him all the time for being on steroids. I forgot what his name is.
It ain't Brock Lesnar, is it?
No, it ain't Brock. Please, I don't think Brock's a good boxer. I think he's a great wrestler. I don't think he's a good boxer. What the fuck is his name? What the fuck? I don't care no more. Anyways, you put him up against a real fucking boxer, like a nigga who, you even put him up against Anderson Silva. Because Anderson just had a boxing fight with Tito Ortiz and knocked this nigga clean the fuck out. Put him up against Anderson Silva, who has the greatest boxing record, who has the greatest boxing fucking percentage in UFC history, who has the best boxing offense ever. Put him up against him. Put him up against that nigga.
But see, you still going boxer UFC. I want boxer on boxer. Like I said, I don't want nobody who over the hill or who ain't fought in no year or two. Okay, I want a motherfucker that's still there in the ranks, about number 5, maybe 6. Put him up against somebody like that and see what he got coming.
Okay. If he was still,
but
he wasn't locked up, what would you?
UFC fighters, look.
Give me your opinion on this. If let's say this nigga wasn't in jail right now, what would you think of Jake Paul versus Adrian Broner?
I think Broner could give him problems, but at the same time, that's too easy too. Cause look at Broner, nigga, you went from fighting good and knocking niggas out to getting that money, and all of a sudden you lost your fucking mind. And even Floyd could tell you.
Boxing right now is in a state where everybody who was rocking are all gone. So we got to get used to the new niggas coming up and shit. Like it's only like a handful of motherfuckers like that can be named right now because I think boxing's going through that thing where.
I say put him against the Charlo brother.
That would be fun.
Put him up against one of the Charlo brothers. I mean, to me, they kind of top tier, but the way the public look at them, they ain't exactly. So put them up and test them against one of them.
Because it'll really hurt their soul if they get knocked out by an up-and-comer. And y'all two niggas just sitting over there looking like y'all part of the Addams family and shit. What's going on over there?
Especially
we
her
looking
making
at
these
y'all.
eyes and shit. I know it's Halloween, but damn.
All right, man, for real. You up here looking like 6'8" and shit. Anyway. Anyways.
Fuck you.
I wanted to bring up this
Fuck you
topic.
with a double dildo, okay?
You can't be throwing up the hood.
Fuck you with a double dildo. A two-sided dildo. Two dicks.
But, I wanted to bring this up with y'all because I wanted y'all opinion on this shit. You know
I don't
what I'm
want
saying? Like, all right, that's well, good. You know, just do the tech thing. Anyways, I've been, I know it's this thing that happened. If y'all not familiar with Hitman Holler from Wild 'N Out and shit, his girl just got shot in the head like last night and shit, right? No, check it out, like check this out. They were talking on FaceTime and shit, and in the middle of them talking and shit, they're in 2 different states while they were FaceTiming and shit. While they talking, some niggas running to the house and shit. You know, he's coaching her on, you know, what to do, where to hide and shit, and, you know, keep it down and all that shit. They found shit, they run through shit, and they shoot her in the fucking face. They went through her cheek and out the back of her head. Woo. So, it's crazy now. It's crazy, but I wanted to ask, she's doing good. She's still alive. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask this, like this is the, like, when niggas run into shit, like, I remember, like, when I was growing up, niggas wasn't hurting females and shit like that, or kids or old people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking, like, is it that bad out here where motherfuckers is just running into females' houses and shit? Or you just know that that's who her dude is and shit, so you trying to catch her? Like, where did it come where it was that bad where you have to do that type of shit?
Basically, I mean, I'll go first on this. Fuck. It's like this, bro. L, I got money and I fuck with you. You got a gun and I got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the play. On the other hand, it could have been all on her. It might have nothing to do with him. On the other hand, the way that we know this rap game and this music shit work, from the, you know, like I first said, he should have made sure she was protected. She should have made sure she was protected. You can't feel like because I got money and maybe you don't, that don't make you susceptible to somebody trying to come get something now. You know.
Well, I guess he doesn't have a take, but like, yeah, it was real fucked up. Like, cause now start like, nigga, like it goes to damn, niggas is grimy and shit. Niggas is grimy. But I'm like, what the fuck? Because now you like you thinking to yourself, y'all in 2 different states. Like, who is you fucking with that know that she stayed here and all that shit? Because most of the time when niggas get big and they get robbed and shit, they don't never get robbed by some niggas they don't know.
I mean, but you can. And this is, go ahead.
But I honestly think that a lot of the boundaries die out. So that women and kids and older people, that shit don't matter no more. And plus, women these days are getting into more shit just as well as the men are. It's women out here running shit. I mean, it's not like it's new, but it's becoming more and more, you know, noticeable that women are acting like men.
And it's more out there because of media. But here's my ticket on it. Niggas get robbed by strangers and niggas they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, yeah, it is a nigga you know. But with this rap shit, it's just like how Pop Smoke got ended. Niggas be dropping their location and shit. Like, niggas ain't trolling for that shit. Like, it ain't niggas out here that's so grimy and so lazy, they rather go see a nigga with it and take it from him than to go get it the way a nigga did.
Mhm.
So niggas gotta be careful when you get to a certain point and you know you can't be dropping locations. You can't be letting motherfuckers know where you at, especially when niggas want to roll without security.
Man, niggas do be getting hyped, dropping locations and shit. I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, and niggas wonder why they get smoked after they drop their location.
That's because they gotta be seen everywhere they go. They just
Because
don't know.
everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be gangster, bro. Ain't nobody out here just trying to be a man and get it and live. Niggas gotta be high side and everybody gotta see what you got and what you own and how much you got. Fuck that. Ain't none of your business, bro. Even when I get it, I'm broke. I'm in a fucking hoodie, bro.
Taking money. My car look pretty good.
If you out here rocking, fanning cash, doing all this shit, you know, and it's fucked up because a lot of these niggas fanning cash got rent a break. It ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? But for the niggas that got it and it's theirs, they need to not be flashing too. Everybody want to be hot. Everybody trying to rock with the Joneses. Look at what I got. Look at me, world. Fuck that. Only time I want you to look at me is when I'm performing. If I'm not performing or on the TV, I don't want you fucking looking at me. Turn the other way. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Gotta be
Don't
seen.
look at
Gotta
me.
be seen. That's the fucking problem.
Don't look at me. Hashtag don't look at me.
For real.
Let me see
Up
that
at y'all
road.
hoodie. Hashtag don't look at me.
Hashtag.
I know hashtag leave the fuck alone is one. Oh shit. What? It is. I checked. Hashtag leave me the fuck alone. That's a real one. So what do y'all think about this case? Not the what's the white girl name? Gabby. Jelani, what was his name? Jelani. Am I saying it right?
Fill me in on that. Let's go. Fill me in on that.
Am I saying his name right?
Fill me in on that.
Nobody knows his name?
No, I
Oh.
just asked.
I can't pronounce it.
Who's that?
Jelani.
Jelani.
The Illinois student that was they actually found his body in the river. Y'all haven't heard nothing about this?
No,
I haven't
asked
heard
you to fill
about
me
that
in
one
on
yet, but here's the ticket.
Oh wow.
Where was he found at?
In the river.
Okay, where though, nigga? It's more than one river. Was it in his state, the state he was going to school in?
Yes, it was in the state he was going. It was in Illinois. He actually just graduated
He was a college student.
from Illinois.
They cut his body up, cut his brains.
No, they didn't cut him all up, but you know. Yeah,
They cut his body up.
They pretty much just disassembled everything inside of him. Took his eyeballs out, sockets
Oh,
was
that's
gone.
mob shit. That's mob shit.
That's what I said.
You know what? That ain't no mob shit, bro. That's some organ donor shit.
That's what I said.
See, I thought that,
That's what I said.
but they didn't take the organs.
They took the nigga brain, but they didn't take the organs.
When you
That's
take
his
that,
organ.
that means you don't want
They
to
took his eyeballs and his brains.
That's
Yeah.
mob shit.
For them to take his eyeballs and his brains, that's some serial killer slash
Mob shit.
body. Nah,
And
the mob don't do.
said
Wait. The mob don't do all that, people.
you know how they say when you see.
What happened, y'all? Them froze on us.
I knew I wasn't tripping.
How they shit freezing?
Jelani Day. That's it, right?
Yeah. There you go.
All right, where can she go? What happened?
I don't know where he
Yeah.
went.
He played his
Y'all
disappearing.
froze on, so he probably thought y'all ringing back in. Anyway, back to
Yeah.
the comment. Back to the subject.
Yeah. So
This
when they,
this ain't the mob, y'all.
I think it's he is seeing something to me, and in my opinion, he's seeing something he shouldn't have seen. And knowing that area, the Illinois area, who knows?
It ain't. I'm gonna say it's the law before the mob.
You said lots. I thought it was a lot of because the simple fact that how it all happened with them
I'm
finding
gonna
this
say it's the
car.
law instead of the mob. It's the law.
Yeah.
That's not the mob. He seen a cop do something or walk past something that he wasn't supposed to walk past. Either that or it's really some serial killer shit. Like you can't feel like just because it's Chicago that it can't be a serial killer. I mean, it's strange to take a motherfucker's it's strange to take a motherfucker's eyeballs and brain. And the fact he was cut open mean that maybe they was gonna take organs, but his organs was no good.
I know, like the fish had got into his body, so they pretty much ate whatever he did have left. So I don't think that they took the organs out, organ harvesting. They don't think it was that.
Here's the ticket. It probably want organ harvesting, but for them to be able to say that they did, whoever killed him did take the brain, that's still an organ. Like it could be a serial killer on some. You never know what the fuck he on. I watch a lot of CSI and Criminal Mind and all that shit like that. That's
Yeah.
the way with that type of shit like that. That's some serial killer type shit. Like or maybe it was a smart ass cop or somebody who knew how to make it look like something else.
Yeah, I don't know. It really could have been anything, but the fact that they really never said too much about it. And I know at the same time all this shit happened, they was looking for the white girl. Uh, so I can't see them really saying too much about this one specific person. Even though I feel like just like any other person, if a college student goes missing or somebody goes missing from work or anything, they're gonna try to find out. Ugh.
I mean, but at the end of the day, the biggest ticket to it
Like
is like how often do they really put it out there when it's a serial killer and say, this or that?
I think that they wait. I think sometimes they wait a little while. I don't think right off the bat they're gonna say, there's a serial killer on the loose. I don't
But
know. I know.
and that's the fucked up part about it. When you think about it, look up every serial killer that there has been, and look at how many bodies they had dropped compared to when the news had put it out there for women or men or people in this or that area to be vigilant and safe. It's like a lot of times they don't put information out there until it's too late to warn people anyway, or until they can say, well, solidifiably, these are not homicides due to arguments and fights, but homicides due to somebody walking around snatching somebody's buttholes out or whatever. And I say it like that because they always look for a pattern, like if the nigga always cut a left titty or
Yeah.
he always signaturally cuts you on the bottom lip. They look for little stupid shit like that to say it's a serial killer instead of thinking, why a motherfucker gonna kill a motherfucker the same way every time for y'all to say or see it's a pattern? It's a serial killer. You're not telling me most serial killers to me are not killing to get caught like they say.
Mm-mm. He gonna kill to kill. He don't give a fuck about getting caught. They just do it so well that they just don't get caught that quick.
Exactly. Like it's a lot of serial killers that's been out there that clean up behind themselves. You
Very
can't tell
well.
me a motherfucker. You can't tell me a motherfucker that's cleaning up is motherfucking wanting to get caught. Like how I said, they say most serial killers want to get caught. BTK want to get caught. Like no, nigga, he did it so well that he had to actually leave y'all a clue to know, motherfucker. Yeah, I did this.
They don't understand that part.
And it was like, it's the serial killer always leaving cereal or this or that. What the fuck is this? I know at first they was like, what the fuck is the cereal about? This don't belong here. Why is there a box of fucking Frosted Flakes? It was about 5 fucking murders and probably a letter before they was like, oh shit, the cereal. That's what, oh, okay.
Is that the recent one? The recent serial killer down there?
I don't know nothing about a serial killer down here right now.
See?
I've been waiting on one to pop up because I knew a few. You know, I think one's gonna be a burner. He gonna be burning niggas in the fields, in shallow graves. You know, you never know. So,
It is one in Atlanta though, and they haven't reported it, but people know. Some people know. Black people know.
I feel like it's a serial killer everywhere. It's just,
Yeah.
do you know him or do you not?
Do we know? Do we know if he killing?
Everybody's always shocked when the serial killer's found. Like, not Jerry. Jerry was so fucking nice.
Jerry was a fucking psycho who was walking around macheting people because he had a bad childhood because daddy didn't love him.
Look, but everybody in the neighborhood loved Jerry. He's throwing barbecues, especially every holiday. You can go swim and play basketball in his backyard.
Jerry was the man, but shit, Jerry was a killer.
Look, you be like white people when it come to Jerry. Not Jerry. Jerry wouldn't do that. Get out of here. You're bullshit. Not my friend Jerry. You know how many times I went to Jerry's house and had barbecue? Jerry's the only friend that I buy a present because he buys me one every year. But it'll be that motherfucker that be that nutty ass motherfucker slicing up people and putting assholes in the icebox and shit. Like, what the fuck?
But it's fucked up to me because I know Asian people, black people. What's the other color? Tan people. They all do fucked up shit. But these white people are too much.
That's why I tell people about foreigners anyway. You think as weird as shit over here that it ain't weird over there? The only difference is in a lot of other foreign countries you can have a gun. I don't believe in a country like Australia where you can't have guns. Fuck you. It is too much dangerous shit in this motherfucker.
You mean to tell me?
For me not to have one.
I can't shoot his ass. If I do, me having that gun was illegal.
You gotta stay in a certain region to own rifles and shit like that. Everything else is knives.
So do you feel like
here's another fucked up thing. One of their most dangerous creatures in birds, you are not allowed to shoot. You're not gonna tell me this big motherfucker can come and try to pick up my baby and I can't blow his fucking head off and protect my kid.
That's what they mean.
Places like that, I don't care to go stay at or fuck with. You ain't gonna tell me it ain't a serial killer running around that motherfucker. Let alone dangerous ass animals.
Let me keep my ass from over there.
Oh, that's what, and that's my
That's
thing.
why I'm gonna stay on this side of the water.
So, what do you feel about? I was reading about people giving up their citizenships,
Oh, the U.S. citizen.
their U.S. citizenship.
I'ma
Yeah,
say it.
I think it's fucked
I'ma
up if
say it again.
a blind person say I can't be here no more. If a blind nigga say I don't want to be here no more, I can't take this shit. I can't stand to have the kids and my people grow up and have to deal with this shit. That's a fucking problem if a blind nigga say he don't want to be here. He can't see shit going on.
Here's the ticket. Here's the ticket with that.
I ain't trying to claim these CB.
I don't blame a motherfucker that does it because I might be one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal though. When you do it, know where the fuck you going.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I do a lot
it ain't
of
like
research.
America care. Your shit just gonna get given to one of these Afghani motherfuckers that's over here. They already giving them housing over us.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Earlier, how they letting all these people in the country, but you got a bunch of homeless people in the United States. And I understand these people don't have nowhere to go. I understand shit is hard, but we got plenty of motherfuckers here that ain't got nowhere to go. But you let motherfuckers come in, giving them homes that you could have been giving the homeless. I got a real motherfucking problem with that. Yeah, I feel bad about the Haitians or anybody else that comes in.
You know what? No, I don't. You know why I don't? Because the same way a motherfucker can go there and they can come here, anywhere you go, you gotta be on a get money level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can't go to Haiti for no fucking $2. You gotta have money to go over there just like they gotta fucking have money to come over here. The only difference is they get sent here with a visa and a couple fucking $1,000. We go over there off our own fucking hard-earned bread. That's the only difference.
Yep.
If a motherfucking other country was giving out money to motherfuckers that go there like America is, you would see people going to more other countries to live and thrive and stay. But instead, in them countries, it's third world. It's you know what I'm saying, worse than here. Like, in some countries, it's not worse than here. Some countries, it's fair. You can't sit on your ass and just expect to get it. You actually got to work and come up with shit or go mining or whatever the fuck they do there and get the money.
You got to contribute to society.
What is taught and put in people's minds in every country that has any dictatorship or so-called democracy is if you don't grow up with that silver spoon in your mouth and them opportunities, or you don't go run and get them, you taught and told that you will never amount to shit, that you will never be shit. And they keep feeding that to them. And when motherfuckers be susceptible and let motherfuckers feed that bullshit to them, that's the mindset that they become enthralled in. Instead of seeing and doing better.
True. Very, very true. And I think that and at one point it's a good idea because a lot of people can no longer deal with the bullshit that we deal with over here. They willing to take how can I say it? They willing to leave behind all the luxury shit that we have in America to go stay somewhere else where there's more peace.
I mean, and like I said, you gotta know where you're going though. You gotta know where you're going for peace. You know, it's just like if you move off the grid in America, you can find peace. If you own your land outright and not just a house, own a piece of land.
True.
See, that's just like you can take 60 G's American and you're a millionaire in somewhere like Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Staying in a nice house. Nice piece of land off the beach. But you gotta have that mind to say that 60, 80 G's up and take off and go there. Who's
Yep.
teaching? Who's teaching black folks, let alone any poor American, this type of knowledge nowadays?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nope.
And a lot of us don't know to go look for it because so many of us is stuck in that. We locked up in the mind because we looking at the TV, believing everything is say. Whatever the news say, that's what happened. We not seeking news and
I ain't really
intelligent
did
knowledge
research.
for
I ain't done research like that though. Just be looking up, places. Where if I took 2,000, how many? Where could I be a millionaire at? Like China or somewhere in that nature, the whole nine. But people don't do shit like that. Or at least try to look that shit up and be like, okay, well, this country like black motherfuckers. So I try to get the fuck up out this motherfucker. I know I'll be straight here. Like I don't know, I look shit up like that. Like for example, which countries is how can I put this?
Who got child support laws?
Who got child? Yeah, what country got child support laws? Or what country is black people with child support or shit like that?
America.
America and like 3 other continents or 3 other countries. Well, not three, like 5 other countries, 8 other countries got this shit.
They don't actually have it.
They communicate with. So if I go to one of
Yeah.
these countries, they communicate with America with that shit. America can garnish my checks overseas.
yeah.
That's what they do to them soldiers.
And that's basically all the fucking United Nations is there for.
To collect money and disperse.
It's all about bread, bro. You got to know where your dollar gonna go up at, where the housing or property market is cheaper at, and you don't want it to be overpopulated.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, when it comes to moving to other countries, with seeing how the climate decline and shit is, you gotta know: is this country gonna become cold? Is it gonna become overbearing and hot? Is it gonna be like Kansas City with bipolar weather? Is this motherfucker gonna seek into the ocean, melt away? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at shit like that. You can't even just move. You can't
California.
even just move thinking you're gonna have peace and
I always think
shit
about
like that.
California going under. Woody. I think about the end of California going under.
California is gonna go under shit.
I always think about. I've been thinking about that since I learned it in school. I've been
Here's the
waiting on
crazy part. As long as they've been saying that, I still say it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna sink. I think it's gonna become an island. As big as that state is, I can see that as a fucking island.
Yeah, it'll break off. What the fuck was that thing called? That effect thing. If that was to happen, if the plates were to move and the sea levels would rise and then the end of California would break off and some of it would kind of sink or some shit. Let me see.
Yeah, the San Andreas fault line. That's what's supposed to run.
What the fuck is it? Pangea. Is that what I mean? The Pangea Effect?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
see, if it was to sink, it wouldn't be Pangea, because Pangea was the shit breaking off and floating.
Yeah, if the bottom of California would break off.
I think the whole state would. I mean, the fault line runs down the whole shit. That's why I say, if it was to open up, I don't know if it would necessarily break off, but if it did break off, I could see it floating and being its own island. I don't see it like sinking
What is
into
that? Baja California, which is way at the bottom, down towards Mexico.
Yeah, they about to be hit with the hurricane.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
It's a hurricane off of New Mexico. It's about to
Yeah.
hit right there at the bottom of that peninsula, and it's gonna go to shore and roll into Texas. Watch your weather report.
I don't be tracked in the news, so I try not to watch the weather because they be lying to me. They didn't tell me it was gonna storm the other day, and it was fucking storming. They didn't say it was gonna storm today either, but it did.
Right.
My weather told me it was.
Well, mine didn't. It was lying.
Not to peek it. When it don't rain,
I
it rains.
use weather.com.
Y'all got
And
some
it's
more
still
coming.
said.
Y'all
And when
got
it do
some more
rain,
coming.
Weather.com.
I use the National Weather Center map thing. Tells me everything in the world. I know that China now just got hit with a hurricane. Well, they call it tsunami over there.
Yeah, I've seen that. The tsunami again. Yeah,
See, it's my thing. That's my thing. When they stop rolling off of Africa and up through the Panama Canal or whatever the fuck that is down there where Castro and them at, I know it's two coming from the west.
That sounds like some bullshit. Let's see this. These hurricanes. And
It
say,
ain't bullshit. It's a part of nature, and it's shit that happen more and more with the shit that we do to the planet.
yeah, I was talking about that earlier with my therapist today. About how all these hurricanes is coming, and it's gonna get so bad, it's gonna be like another Hurricane Katrina at in the next month or so.
I mean, well, they just had that happen already. Ida was the next Katrina. She tore just as much shit up as Katrina.
I think there's one that's gonna be much worse. I feel like there's a lot of shit coming.
It could be, but really, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If y'all look it up, half the hurricanes that happen in the Gulf, let alone in the East Coast, have not been mentioned.
Mm-mm.
All that New York flood and shit, that was from hurricanes, bro.
Yeah. When they flooded the subways and shit. I've seen the shit. I've seen all the videos and shit, but I actually didn't read nothing that it was a hurricane till weeks later.
that's crazy.
Because they didn't announce it.
When
They
New
went,
York flood. When New York flood.
huh?
New York flood.
That was
Shit. That was a couple months ago when fucking the last hurricane was hitting New Orleans. When Ida was hitting New Orleans, New York was getting hit like that same week or got hit the week before.
yeah,
But
right.
they made it like Ida tore up through the east and fucked up everything from shore. No, they got hit from an offshore one that they didn't say shit about nationally.
No.
Or they calling it it was Hurricane Henry.
Yeah.
That went to New York.
But they didn't announce it on the news like they did Ida and all this shit that was going on in the Gulf.
No. And I never seen nothing about it until I seen the videos first. There was a bunch of videos on TikTok.
As a matter of fact, one of the hurricanes that came in the Gulf and went through New Mexico, they didn't mention. And then they barely mentioned Norma, who hit, well, it didn't hit New Mexico. It came up through the peninsula or whatever, over there where Baja is.
Yep.
And it came to shore, and that's how we got a little rain. But then it changed course and hit more in Arizona than over here. And now we got this hurricane that's going. Now we got Pamela or whatever going, and they ain't really said shit about it. But if I ain't have the national weather thing, I probably wouldn't have even known nothing about it.
That sounded
I
like
look
a
at my,
song right there.
hey, I look at my weather every day. You're not gonna lie to me about
Commercial.
it.
I wouldn't know what I would do without the Weather Channel.
Because I mean, the Weather Channel to me, even if they off sometimes, they've been around and doing it so long. They like Brian Busby up in that. Like you can when Brian Busby was on TV, you can count on what Brian said. If he
Brian
said
who?
have Brian Busby, Brian Busby, motherfucker. That nigga Brian used to hit that shit, nigga. He wasn't off like all these other motherfuckers.
Brian lost his groove before the end of his career. Before that ain't the end of his career yet. I know he holding on, but he fell off. He used to lie. I quit listening to him.
Cause he don't work for the regular weather people no more. His ass can move the fuck on. He like, I let the machines do it now, nigga. I ain't gotta stick a finger out in the air.
They done came a long way. They used to use pointers, then they used little lasers, and they used pens. Now
But
they
nah,
all got
National Weather Center, I fucks with them because like when they own the shit, they own the shit. They don't just tell you they got helicopter mans or niggas on the ground. They really be having niggas on the ground.
and some brave motherfuckers. Let's see.
Them motherfuckers say it's gonna be an outbreak in Tornado Alley. It pretty much usually is an outbreak in The other weathermen, they come on out the blue like, oh my God, in the last 15 seconds, we got word that this and that's on the ground. Please take cover. Bitch, you know how many people dead from your lady? Motherfucker want to break into your broadcast, fucking up your shit for the next several hours for some shit way over here. That ain't got shit to do with me over here. Got me all in the basement with the goddamn weather radio and shit, and ain't shit going on. I don't like weather people like that. Talk to them over there about what's going on over there. For real, they be telling you what's going on in Springfield, Missouri. It's like, nigga, I am in Topeka. Why are you talking to me about Springfield? Turn my show back on until some shit roll my way.
Oh shit. Hurricane Sam. That's another one.
You say, call me back on the Weather Channel when this shit come my way.
October 20. Oh, damn, that's the 23rd. I can't even read.
Yeah, but it's a lot of weather events that did happen that, like, what, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but what y'all think about this so-called last solar storm that's supposed to happen?
I read a little bit. I don't quite understand because it's been so many different things coming this way lately that I don't know what the fuck going on. It's been hella asteroids. It's supposed to be a big giant one. It's supposed to be passing by the biggest that it's ever been or some shit. It's been plenty of all kind of cosmic things going on. And I seen a fucking on the space station they had a picture today. The dude took a picture or she took a picture a few days ago on the space station of she was looking down on Earth and she was looking over Canada and she could see a full fucking airplane going across. You can see all the land and shit, but you see the airplane in the little exhaust and shit that be coming behind it. And I'm thinking, like, I'm really tripping, like, how fucking close are they to Earth?
I mean, it's a space station, so as long as it's in orbit, you know what I'm saying? It has thrusters to move. Everybody's seen it. It moves to different parts of the sky. A lot of us probably thought it was the North Star for a long fucking time.
Yeah, I know it moves around.
So ain't no telling how close it can move to the Earth, let alone away from the Earth. You know what I'm saying? So, and then ain't no telling what type of actual cameras they got up there. You know what I'm saying? They got that zoom in technology shit already. So who's to know what technology they working with up there? You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, they wait so long to tell us shit. How we know all this Space Force shit didn't start with them putting that motherfucker up there?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I've been reading a whole lot. It's been a lot of shit going on in space. A lot of shit going on. I'll be sitting there reading science and shit. I'm just weird. I just read everything.
That
But
ain't weird. Actually, it ain't weird, bro.
I
It's
read
good to know.
everything.
It's good to be in
And
the know about some things. And that's one thing that is good to be in the know about.
a lot of shit going on in space that I never even imagined. And I'm 100% sure that there's plenty of planets of habitable that have life on them, whether they humans or something. It's some motherfuckers out here living. There's motherfuckers out here trading shit, and it's a whole motherfucking life. This is a whole fucking life, and I'm really believing. I'm really believing this shit because there's a lot of shit going on that
Who's to say there's a reason to disagree with that? Think about it. All the movies that's made, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think those are fairy tales.
Look. This is what I was gonna say. Look at all the movies that are made about space travel, whether they're funny or they're realistic and serious.
Mm-hmm.
I got a homeboy, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all the whole Cerner situation. Y'all remember that.
Yeah.
I heard something about them recently.
They was in the space and aliens and shit too. I had a homeboy that believed in the videos, and it's like, how can you discredit a bunch of them or all of them? It's awfully funny that this company just pretty much poofed and disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So who's to say that there's not already aliens here? Who's to say that there's not different species of aliens out there that we don't have dealings with? You know what I'm saying? It's too many UFO sightings every year, and then they've only went up. They went up.
They went to a new height lately.
Like I said, how we know we ain't just cattle down on this motherfucker, like a rancher actually owning cattle. A UFO picks up his cattle and drops it back off, turned inside out, or you know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker like, nah, ain't no coyote or nothing did this. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. Like, it could be a lot of shit. We could just be fucking, like I said, cattle. A motherfucker want to come pick us up, they can come pick us up. What the government gonna say?
Not a damn thing. What can they say?
You owe us some new technology for that nigga you killed or you took.
They want that or they want their money back.
Yeah.
The money they
know. What
they
I
want
want to
the
know
money,
is
the money they got on our head. They want that back.
what I want to know is, do aliens take niggas, and if not, why not?
I want to know if they're taking you and how come you ain't got me yet.
Like, that's a question to me. If they don't take niggas, why not? Do we fight too much? We gonna be too argumentative?
Right. Is it our mouth? Are we too
We gonna tell
aggressive?
somebody?
We too aggressive? I mean, what? It's something because I ain't gonna lie. don't know if I've ever seen a story about a black person being abducted.
My point.
They all been white or some Indians,
Hell
and of
no.
course people from other countries, but I ain't never seen.
I've heard a lot of white folks
Not
saying
even say I ain't even lying. I'm
a few
never.
different races, but I ain't never heard a nigga say, yeah, man, they took me and drunk
Now
a
they
beer
can
and
say
smoked
that
some
like
weed.
for real.
None of that.
They probably do take that. They probably just take local crackheads or drunks.
Motherfuckers that won't forget.
Well, somebody that can't remember shit that's gonna happen.
Which goes back to his niggas gonna talk too much. They like Cracky. Ain't nobody gonna believe Cracky. We can take him, but we can't take that nigga Tyrone. He got a gun. He gonna tell somebody.
You won't believe what just happened to me. I had 8 aliens just run up on because.
Or maybe niggas is really so intelligent and thuggish, we'll jack a motherfucking alien ship. Find our motherfucking way back to Earth and put some 24s on that bitch. Yeah, nigga, this my shit, nigga. I stole this from E.T. Motherfucker thought he was gonna steal me. I stole his shit. Started to steal the whole motherfucking mothership, but that motherfucker was too difficult to drive. Nah, let me quit playing. I just always wondered that because I'm like, I never see no nigga on the news or nothing like that talking about I got abducted or.
You know what? I'm about to look it up because I read a lot of them and I ain't never came across it.
And maybe a nigga would just be the motherfucker to have a proof. This a
You
proton
must,
shooter right here, nigga. I could
you
end
must
the
smoke
earth.
too much weed and think about the shit like that, huh?
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's definitely not that.
It's not that. What you think it is? The aliens is prejudice? Or you
No,
think aliens are
I
niggas?
be thinking.
They said creepy.
Why you being funny? I heard it is a black race of aliens.
So they ain't got the green face. They black face or what? Blue face?
I ain't seen one. I just heard that it's a.
Oh.
Like I said, I know a nigga that believe in this shit, and he was on the certain shit. He didn't want that shit going up on 95th.
You're gonna have to run from the boys doing Cadillac turns and shit.
These niggas were strapped up talking about going over there shutting shit down. I don't know whatever happened or whatever, but the nigga went through the different species that he knew about from dealing with the shit and from looking shit up and from being on Cerna ass and all that. And yeah, nigga, he like, yeah, nigga, it's a race of black aliens and we can beat this and that race and niggas stand 10 foot tall at the least. I'm like, shit. Sound like some big ass space warrior type shit, nigga. I come in peace ass niggas or something. I mean, but then you think about it, look at some of these niggas in the NBA like Giannis. What if he was one of them?
Heck nah, bro.
That's a big ass nigga. He looks slinky and shit, but that nigga big as hell. Look at KD big ass. You never know. These big ass 7 foot ball
You think they
players,
want to make Space Jams?
big 7 foot, 8 foot motherfuckers, 7'7" and shit, moving around like that, nigga. You could be an alien.
So do you think that's why they make Space Jams?
Could be. Explaining where they come from.
All the ballers came from another planet.
Look, explaining where all these big tall ass niggas come from.
And then when they get wet, they get sent back.
Remember, it wasn't a lot of super tall motherfuckers. It started with what? KG?
When Kareem
And then you got what's his name? Even back in the day. Niggas like fucking Kareem or fucking Elgin wasn't no regular niggas. They wasn't regularly in the NBA. All of a sudden, the NBA exploded with niggas over 7 foot and shit. Shaq might be an alien. Why you think he's so cool?
Shaq.
Yup.
Shaq and all people.
Look how big that nigga is.
Well, Shaq's just a big dummy. Did you see him try to crowd surf? And they dropped his ass?
Hey, they held him up as long as they could. That's a heavy ass big alien.
Yeah, because when he jumped, and they went down, so.
Nah, I don't know if Shaq really an alien. I mean, it'd be cool if he was, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you never know nowadays. Like we was talking about serial killers. How would you know?
Why do only white people get abducted by aliens? Somebody really wrote a story. What is that?
Somebody wrote a story. See?
I'm from somebody in the Bronx wrote a story why do only white people get abducted by aliens. Oh, it's a whole motherfucking book.
That's just like look up the dynamic of how many niggas go camping. Maybe that's why niggas don't get serial killed too often or abducted by aliens. We ain't in no fucking woods worried about shit. We ain't looking for no Blair witches. We ain't looking for no fucking werewolves of Ray Roads. Black folks don't, man. Bro, you can tell us about it if you survive it, but we not the niggas trying to go out there and find Bigfoot or none of that shit with you.
Fuck that nigga. He can stay where he at. That's how, you know.
But I'm saying, white folks always see shit because white folks always going to look for shit that niggas like I'm not going to play with. Now, if that nigga walk into the city, that's one thing. But I'm not going to walk my ass onto his playground looking for him, trying to meet him. Nope. White folks like, yeah, fucking great idea. Let's drink some beer and go find Bigfoot. Matter of fact, let's take a cooler with a couple 12 packs with us just in case he wants a drink. Motherfucker sitting around talking about, you think Bigfoot might like Slogger? maybe he's more of a what's that other shit white folk be drinking?
Maybe he's more of a Scott type of guy.
What's that licorice shit they be drinking?
So what they want to sit around the campfire and ask Bigfoot what been, you know.
He might love Jaeger. Bigfoot wants a Jaeger bomb, dude.
And a bag of peanuts.
We ain't taking a fucking trip.
See, that's another thing that be getting white folks' ass killed. Assuming motherfucking bitch, he already in the forest. I'm pretty sure he got peanuts and nuts and shit. Take a nigga some shit he ain't got.
52 times.
Take the nigga a cheeseburger.
You know what I'm saying? A nigga want a Carl's Jr. burger right now. With some motherfucking cheesy fries. You insulting that nigga taking him shit he already got.
With the white sauce cheese, bitch.
Oh, shit.
For real.
That's black people. It's safe to say, most of us. Yeah, you got some of them black people out there that I don't know where they came from. But yeah, we seem to be the most sane. We don't do that. We don't do that. Some of that stupid shit.
I guarantee you, even that dumb preppy nigga that go out there with him is probably the first nigga to run away and leave everybody. It's cool to act white and be around them until it comes to danger. You a stupid motherfucker if you don't know how to run. And all black folks usually know how to run. I was hanging out with Charleston and Steven and Jacob and Molly and Carol. And they said, hey, let's go fucking find Bigfoot. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Mm-mm.
And if I was stupid enough to go, I'm gonna have a bag of cheeseburgers, a weapon, and the keys to the fucking car.
I got no reason to find Bigfoot's ass. Bigfoot can stomp wherever the fuck he wants. Just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you.
See? And that's how you gotta be.
It's fuck that nigga. Fuck Bigfoot.
If I run into Bigfoot or alien, long as you friendly, we can be friendly.
Fuck
But if I
Bigfoot.
run into some shit and it's hostile, I'm shooting the shit out of it. And I'm not one of them niggas. I'm not one of them niggas that hear some rattling shit over here and I need to go check it out. If I ain't gotta walk past that shit, I ain't worried about it. Motherfuckers, what is that? Oh my God, let me go check this. No. Let me mind my own damn business, take my ass on in the house. That's another reason why niggas be dying all the time. If you didn't throw it in the trash, what you worried about it for? And motherfuckers ask me stupid shit like, well, what if there was a baby in there? Well, that motherfucker mama killed it. That motherfucker meant to be found. It's not by me. I'm sorry. I'm not. It could have been a fucking possum or a raccoon in there. I'm not thinking it's a baby. I'm thinking it's the worst of shit. I know what be in the trash. It's usually not a baby.
Yeah, I don't see any black people.
You're not gonna. I ain't even gonna say it's that the aliens is racist. I just really feel like black folks don't go for bullshit. We're not trying to be way the fuck out in buckfuck Egypt where my phone stops working to be picked up by no shit or attacked by no shit. Black folks go to the woods. We known to go with a gun.
And a boxing ring and a boxing ammo.
White folks go to the woods. They probably have a knife, cut up the fish or whatever they catch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that night they were gonna cut up the fish with. They brought that.
Shit. Nigga, like I got a knife to cut up fish and I got a gun to cut up anything else that run up on us, even Bambi at.
This is crazy. Maybe the least of your problems.
Good, no.
Yeah. Why don't black people see UFOs?
I'm pretty sure black folks have seen them
I
from
ain't
the
gonna
city.
lie. Yeah, call me crazy if you want to, but I done seen some in Kansas City. I'm a
Don't
proud
call you a
member of
lot.
MUFON. Huh?
I ain't gonna call you a lot because I stood there with witnesses and seen some shit out here that can't nobody tell me wasn't like some alien training shit or maybe a fight between two different alien coats. And then all of a sudden after that shit happened, you see airplanes and shit back in the sky like, okay.
Yeah, see? I'm a proud MUFON member. Ain't the game.
You know, motherfuckers used to always say, well, New Mexico is #1 for sightings and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
In Utah,
And then
Nevada.
to actually see a few different weirdo type things, I'm like, okay. Can't be like whatever no more. I done seen some of this shit now.